Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something I'm really excited for because I feel like filming a video like this, but it's inspired by Jen Im's video, and it's basically a self-love, self-care video based off of the 5 love languages, which I'll get into in a minute. So I basically took a quiz to find out what my main love language was, which I'll link down below if you guys want to do the same, and you can follow through this video with me. So what are love languages? Well, Gary Chapman wrote a book laying out 5 different types of love languages. Personally, I didn't read the book, but I did my research online, and there's 2 really good, really simple YouTube videos. First one is by Lavender and the second one is by Rowena Sai, I think. I will have them both linked down below. So this whole video is going off the premise that you can't pour from an empty cup. So taking the whole idea of self-care, obviously it's important to care for yourself and show yourself love, but instead of just doing a face mask, maybe think, well, how do I actually like to receive love and how do I receive it best? What can I do to make myself feel the most love, rather than just doing the conventional, whatever self-care is for you. So I wanted to look at it from this perspective to see if I could kind of shift what self-care means for me and figure out what I can actually do that's the most effective and most beneficial and makes me feel the best. And Gary Chapman basically says that meeting our own needs based on our love languages can make us communicate better with other people and make our relationships healthier, because if we can treat ourselves the way we want to be treated, then we can teach other people to treat us that way too, and we can learn to love others the way they like to be loved. So the 5 love languages he came up with are: number 1, words of affirmation; number 2, acts of service; number 3, receiving gifts; number 4, quality time; and number 5, physical touch. The idea is that you take this quiz and you find out which of the 5 is your strongest love language. Mine actually ended up being a tie between words of affirmation and physical touch. Third was quality time, then it was acts of service, and then it was gifts. So those were my results, and hopefully you guys can get some ideas and kind of think about what self-care actually means to you. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos like this. Okay, yeah, so let's just get on into the video. I personally bought myself some plants. I just feel like they're such a nice way to brighten up the space, and they're just so natural and obviously have health benefits. So I actually got this little guy down here. I name all my plants after women that inspire me, which is like kind of cheesy, but whatever. So she's called Georgia after Georgia Smith, so with a J. And then I got another little one and called her Stevie after Stevie Nicks. Both have beautiful voices and make beautiful music, so hence the name choice. So this could include organising and cleaning your room. You could donate money somewhere. You could go out and buy yourself a full fridge of healthy food. You could do a meal prep. You could work out. You could bake yourself a well-deserved treat. All of those are ideas of things that you can do that you know will benefit yourself. Stuff like cleaning my room, I always can't be bothered to do, but when I actually do it, it makes me feel so much better. So I decided to make 2 donations. For both, I'll have all the information linked down below if you also are feeling generous and have money to spare and would like to donate to somewhere good. The first place I donated was a food bank in Elephant and Castle, who usually feeds only a couple of 100 people a week, but because of the whole coronavirus pandemic, they've been feeding over 1,000, so they're definitely struggling. And in first year, I lived really near Elephant and Castle, and so it just felt really close to home. And the second place I donated was Black Minds Matter, which you may have heard of, but it's basically providing young black people free mental health services, including art therapy and mentorship and all of that jazz, which I thought sounded amazing. And obviously I talk a lot about mental health on this channel, but I do think a lot of the conversation surrounding mental health is very whitewashed, and black people obviously deserve the same services that white people have, and in general mental health services just aren't great anyway. So I thought it's such an amazing organisation, and they're working in the Wandsworth area in London as well. So basically where I lived was like in between those 2 areas, so I just felt like I was helping people close to home. So one of the things that I like to class as an act of service is actually filming my Soul Sundays videos, feeling like I'm actually giving something to people and giving advice and hopefully making people feel just a little bit more confident or okay in their bodies, okay in themselves and their own skin, you know, that sort of thing. Or even just giving people things to think about. I think it's really important mental stimulation, and it's hopefully not stressful. You know, you guys can make up your own mind on whether you would class that or not, but for me personally, it's gonna sound so cheesy, but I kind of feel like it's something that I'm meant to do. It makes them feel good, but it also makes me feel good, and like I'm fulfilling my purpose, if that makes sense, giving back a little because I'm aware of how fortunate I am. Yeah, I always find that filming these videos just lifts my mood and makes me feel so happy and positive, and I just feel like in giving advice to you guys, I also end up giving myself advice. That's saying that you teach what you most need to hear or what you most need to learn, something like that. Anyway, so I have my little setup there on the floor. I like to just move my plant so it's in the shot. And that's basically my current filming setup. I used to have it where like I would put my tripod here underneath where the camera is now, sit over here and have that as a background. Like honestly, I just like sitting on the floor. It just makes things feel casual and kind of like I'm chatting to a friend rather than formally sat on a chair filming. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent now. So today I'm filming a video about comparison and how to not compare yourself to others, which I will already have uploaded by the time this video goes up. So I will have it linked on the screen, and I've started writing articles to go along with them. I love doing that. If you guys want to check that out, I will have it linked down below, and it's also linked in the videos. And yeah, I'm gonna get filming now because I meant to film like hours ago and it's now 12 and I'm getting hungry and I need to film before I eat lunch because I did my lipstick. So I'll catch up with you guys for the next act of self-love. Love language is quality time. This could include things like just simply turning off your phone, taking yourself for a long walk, or meditation. I like to do visualization meditations that include visualizing you and your younger self, because then it actually does feel like you're spending time with yourself. Or even prayer, just sitting outside and listening to the universe and allowing yourself to feel connected, or taking a few moments in your day to think about your life and be grateful for the things that you do have. For me, those are really good ways of spending time with myself. I mean, a lot of the things in this video all come under the category of quality time because inevitably you're doing them with yourself. So just whatever you like doing, whether it's painting, songwriting, being creative, anything like that, it's also spending time with yourself rather than relying on other people or the internet or TV to distract us from ourselves and kind of make ourselves feel better and make our worries a lot smaller. Instead, when we focus on ourselves, I feel like we can really figure out what it is that we need and listen to our bodies and provide that for us instead of waiting for somebody else to do our job for us. So I'm in the car now. I just went for a 40-minute walk while my mum has been to the gym, and honestly it lifted my mood so much. I can't even describe how much. The past few days I've felt incredibly low and flat. I just haven't had any really feeling at all, except this weird kind of feeling like I don't know how to describe it, like this displacement, I guess. But I really felt like this video was necessary for myself, and even if I wasn't filming it, I'd probably be doing these things. So I knew today basically that I should take myself out, and a walk seemed like the best way to spend quality time with myself. And I just put on some of my favorite music on Spotify. It was honestly just really enjoyable, and I brought myself snacks in the car. These, I finished them, so like there's nothing in it now, but these crackers, best flavor. But also I really like the spinach and kale ones, and then they have sweet potato ones, but they're just like gluten-free, vegan, and honestly I just really like the taste, and they're not like super processed, so it's just nice. And it just feels nice to go out and like not feel like I have to do mascara and, do you know what I mean, like get ready. Like, I can just put my earrings in, spend time with myself. So that's a big check for quality time, and I guess we can just move on to the next. Is physical touch. In Rowena's video, she described this as a way to make yourself feel safe and seen, which I completely understand, and I think that's why it was one of my top 2 love languages. I also love using yoga as a way to do this, totally focused on your body, your breathing into alignment. And I feel like there's no pressure, and I'm not trying to change anything about my body. I'm just noticing places where it feels tight and where it feels flexible and strong. It's a really good way to get out of my head and just into my body, and I always feel better afterwards. Okay, hey guys, so one of the ways that I like to spend quality time with myself is through my skincare routine, just like taking time for myself. I love putting on my after hours playlist, which if you guys are interested, I have my Spotify link down below. Skincare doubles down as quality time and also physical touch, because, you know, obviously touching my face. I like to set aside about an hour in the evening to do this, and when I've had a bad or a stressful day, this is just the nicest way to relax. And the last love language is words of affirmation. I think a great way of doing this is just listening to positive and empowering music, because then you can do it on your commute or in the car. But I have 2 playlists on Spotify that I like to use for this. One's called Rare and the other one is called God is a Woman, and I'll have them linked down below if you guys want to follow me on Spotify and check those out. But other than that, I love journaling and just giving myself pep talks and writing my way through my feelings and just straightening everything out, being supportive of myself and being the friend that I deserve from myself. I made a whole video about journaling, which I will link on the screen. Another way you can do this is just through affirmations and just saying things to yourself in the mirror that make you feel good and make you feel confident, or even writing a letter to your younger self or your future self or your current self and just saying it out loud. All of that is a really great way to positively affirm yourself and make yourself feel good about yourself the way that you deserve to be supported. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe down below for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next week.